All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, for another live stream, bringing you the latest Chelsea news, transfer news, all of that, and discussions as well. So, of course, we're going to talk about some of the latest transfer news. Obviously, Malo Gusto, ladies and gentlemen, is officially announced by Chelsea, which is fantastic news. Obviously, we knew he was a Chelsea player 24 hours ago, 24 to 48 hours ago. We already knew that he was going to be a Chelsea player. It's now made official, which is fantastic. So we'll touch on that a little bit, not spend too much, but I think what we really want to spend time today on is this whole midfield situation. This in Twitter, I don't know if you guys have been following a little bit of chaos that's been stirred up. So we're going to talk about that. Some people are a little bit annoyed that, hey, if we don't get a midfielder, then what's the point? We've not really fixed anything. For some people, the midfield seems to be the make all or break all sort of thing. Look, I'm not going to disregard. I think the midfield position is very important. There's no doubts about that. But having said that, the kind of business that we've done, like, I can't disregard it one bit. Like, we should still be able to do some sort of damage for the remainder of the season if we don't get ourselves a midfielder. But we're going to touch on all of this. Abdul Razak, salamu alaikum, Miz. Wa alaikum assalam to you, my brother. And wa alaikum assalam, salamu alaikum to everyone in the live chat. To all my brothers out there, Svo Genius, big up. Gusto is great. Need him, 100% needs him. So yeah, we're going to talk about all of this. Good to see so many of you guys are live already. Over 130 people live. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Phenomenal Finn in the house. Vote Genius. S. Roy. Yes, the midfield situation. This is a big one to talk on. 100%. It's a big one. Matt Chose, good to see you. Faded, good to see you. Faded, I believe. Faded. Faded. Kyriakos. Nick Kyriakos. I was just watching a documentary, Breaking Point, or Breakpoint for tennis, and there was a lot of, the first episode was on Nick Kyrgios, so the name Kyriakos just reminded me of that. The JCP World, Jake, good to see you. Surrender, good to see you. David, good to see you. Lots of people. Great to see a lot of you guys are already tuning in. First of all, let's bump those likes up. Let's not even just take a moment right now and let's lift those likes up to 100 immediately, and then we'll try and get 200, 300 within the live stream. I think it'll be fantastic achievement. Okay, first up, ladies and gentlemen, this midfield talk. I want to bring up this tweet because this individual has created a bit of a chaos in Twitter. And look, I don't know. Lately, I've got a little bit of a different view on this particular person's opinions, not him as a person, but the opinions, footballing opinions. And obviously, there's another person that this particular person works with who, as well, I have a different opinion on in regards to the footballing opinions. Let me bring this up so that I can clear it up. I'm not going to hide anything. I'm going to absolutely bring everything up so you guys can have a look. It's none other than Simon Phillips himself. Now, I'm going to bring this tweet. I'm going to bring this tweet up. Just a second. Obviously, we can talk about Malo Gusto right at the end. We'll touch base on Malo Gusto for sure. But this is what Simon Phillips tweeted yesterday, right? Well, 14 hours ago or something like that. And off the back of that, there's been a lot of tweets, and there's been a lot of, as you can see, quote tweets, retweets, and a whole heap of stuff. And people have been responding to this, and I've made my response as well on my own personal Twitter page. So Simon Phillips goes on something like this. We've had such a great window, granted, but there's no way I can celebrate going through the last two windows without addressing our biggest issue, the engine room. There's time left, of course, but this has always been the priority that should have been addressed, still might. Now, I get the frustration. I'm not going to lie. I get the frustration, but no way I can celebrate. No way I can celebrate going through the last two windows. You can't celebrate this window. Our owners have done everything possible this window. And it's not like we didn't even attempt to try and get midfielders. We are trying to get the best of the best midfielders this window. I can't fault our owners. We have tried. We've gone toe to toe with Benfica, but what can you do if Benfica says you're going to have to pay up the money up front, my man? We've even put a decent offer for Caicedo. I'm not even going to lie. Caicedo is probably worth 55 million. That valuation from us is probably bang on for Caicedo. But what are we going to do if Brighton want to slap a 90 million pound price tag on Caicedo? It's their player. They don't want to let him go. On top of all the other business that we did in this transfer window, we can't celebrate. I think we have every right to at least appreciate. Every right. I think the owners deserve some level of round of applause. Esroy is saying we should pay the 90 million. I don't think so, Esroy, man. I don't think we need to go mental for Caicedo. As I said, 55 million was the first bid, and at that time the valuation was 75 million. And I thought, okay, maybe we can add another 10 million, and then the remaining 10 we can do with add-ons. But Brighton has changed the goalpost. Brighton's pushed it out. There was tweets yesterday. I'm not gonna just bend over backwards. Whatever Brighton wants, we just do it. There needs to be some form of sensibility. Same with Enzo Fernandez. There's the latest news in regards to Enzo Fernandez. We're going to come back to this. Like I tweeted off the back of this saying, look, cut all this crap. I think ultimately what you're really trying to say, and this is why I tweeted, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday when I saw that tweet, I said, in the summer, it was the owner's rookie window. It was a chaotic, and even then they got in Zakaria. So don't forget, in the summer, like, new owners came in, and we all said, like, the new owners, it's their first window, man. They don't know what's going on. It's their rookie window. And even then, they got in someone like Zakaria. And they tried to get Edson Alvarez, and even apparently put in a 50 million bid for Lavia. So it's not like they're just sitting there not trying to address this situation. They are trying to address this midfield situation. And then this window, they are fully focused on Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Like, how can I blame the owners? They're fully focused on two top targets. Bottom line, no need to complain. Just say you want Rice. You want Rice. Now some people will tell me, nah, come on, man. That's not what, Simon Phillips is all about. Believe me, these people who are connected in English journalism, they badly want Declan Rice. People that follow Simon will know how much he wants Declan, and that's fine. That's fine. And I'm going to give you another example, which literally just happened this morning, right? So I took all of this and I'm like, do you know what? You might as well just say get Declan Rice. Don't give me all of this stuff. Just say you want Declan Rice. I think that would have been far more genuine. Do you know what I mean? And I'll tell you why. So literally moments ago, maybe an hour ago, about an hour ago, Simon Phillips tweets out, I don't even know who this brother is, Ryan Taylor sports journalist, Daily Express and Reach PLC Nationals. I mean, we're not just taking comments and quotes from any journalist out there that talks positively in regards to Declan Rice. Do you know what I mean? Like, Ryan Taylor, is there a need to put his tweet and put his comment? So anyway, Ryan Taylor apparently said, you can't underestimate the influence that Declan Rice is a boyhood Chelsea fan. His entire family are Chelsea fans. I think in his head there will be an element of unfinished business there at Chelsea. And this is what I mean. Look, the message that I'm trying to put out there is that for these people, it's not even about the midfield issue. Just try and understand for a second. We could get midfielders, but if we don't get Declan Rice, for some people, and I'm not just having a go at Simon Phillips, I'm talking about there's a lot of people in the fan base that think like this. If we were to get any midfielder, but we don't get Declan Rice, they're not happy. That's the message I'm trying to send, that they're not happy. And this mentality in the fan base is got to stop. It's got to stop. Now we're trying to paint a picture that we're not addressing this situation. We're still ignoring the midfield situation. It's had we been chasing Declan Rice, yeah, we're addressing it. Now we're addressing the midfield situation. The fact that we've chased Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo this entire window, and apparently we're not addressing the midfield situation. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now, that's a little bit about obviously what's going on in midfield. And I just want to bring something up in regards to Enzo Fernandez now, because there was something out in regards to Enzo Fernandez as well. And this is the latest. According to Record, Benfica are hoping to increase Enzo Fernandez's release clause from 120 million to 150 million and give Enzo a 2 million bonus. Now, I don't understand why Enzo Fernandez would agree to that. You're potentially going to be a prisoner. You can potentially earn a lot of money if you leave Benfica. There's a lot of interest for you. But if you allow Benfica to slap 150 million euros as your release clause, which will go from 120, and 120 is difficult already, because don't forget the taxes. Once it goes to 150 million plus the taxes, your brother, you are staying at Benfica. And also from Benfica's point of view, what are you thinking, Benfica? Who's going to trigger this? Who's going to trigger that? At the end of the day, Benfica, you're a selling club, mate. Let's be honest. You're a selling club. You're not one of the top dogs in Europe. You're a selling club. You're literally destroying yourself the opportunity to earn a big money. No one will come and trigger this. I'm telling you right now. No one will come and trigger that. You should have actually just taken the amount that we're looking to go again, and apparently we'll come as close to 100 million. You're probably better off just taking what we're offering right now. Or else teams will just wait. They'll just wait another couple of more seasons until Enzo Fernandez is a little bit more affordable. And who knows? Who knows what can happen in a couple of, like, I'm not some sort of a, fortune teller. You don't know what's going to happen in a couple of years' time. Form dip, injuries, personal issues, who knows? You get an opportunity to sell a particular player at a high price, clean up, absolutely clean up, but now you're looking to slap 150 million euros. So look, let's see what you guys have to say, ladies and gentlemen. For me, it's a bit mad. I think our owners, they've done really well. I have to say, this window, they've done really well. I'm not perturbed. Look, I did want a midfielder. I'm not even going to lie. The 3 players, I only wanted 3 minimum players in this window. I wanted a midfielder, I wanted a right back, and I wanted an attacker. We've got the right back. Yes, he's getting loaned to Lyon. That's fine for the time being. Hopefully Reece James comes back. Touch wood, doesn't get injured. Chalobah can do a bit of a job on that right side as well. We've got Aspilicueta, bits and pieces here and there, as long as Reece James doesn't get injured full time. We got ourselves many attackers. João Felix, Madueke, Mudryk. And if you want to consider midfielder Andre Santos, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, there's an option there as well. David Ocho Fofana. Like, we've done well. The only player that we couldn't address was a midfield, and we were chasing some top midfielders. And I can't fault our board, our recruitment team, our owners for not being successful to get a midfielder. And I think we can all now probably accept the fact that we're looking to throw all this money on different midfielders and not a single bid went towards Declan Rice. What does that say? What does that say? Some of the English journalists have recently also said, maybe for the first time, Declan Rice is probably not in the top priority list anymore. Hence why there's rumors of him to Arsenal, this, that, the other. But to sit there and actually say, oh, I can't celebrate this window because we haven't addressed the midfield, that's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. And the other thing that I want to show you guys, look, recently you guys would have all known that how much I got attacked just because I said my mind in regards to Mason Mount, right? I want to show you guys something. So this is the tweet. Remember, this is the tweet that I showed you from Simon Phillips in regards to the midfield, right? This is the tweet. I'll just read it out again. We've had such a great window, granted, but there's no way I can celebrate going through the last two windows without addressing our biggest issue, the engine room. There's time left, of course, but this has always been the priority that should have been addressed. Still might. A little bit of a, not even like a slight dig, but then trying to cover it up. But look, it's his opinion. That's fine. You can have your opinion. But this is what I mean. So this tweet, and then off the back of this tweet, have a look at this. Scotty Hater. But Jorginho's been on the weights. He's just forgot to add them, right? Bit of tongue-in-cheek, bit of a slight dig, bit of an insult, trying to call him a weakling, this, that, the other. And this is what Scotty Hater has put out as a comment. And Simon Phillips replies by saying, rest in peace, your mentions again. Ha, 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 ha. Now, it's absolute, and this is what I said the other day to you guys, right? It's absolutely okay to insult players like Jorginho. It's absolutely fine in the fan base. But you say anything out of line in regards to Mason Mount, not even out of line, just making your opinion, then there's a big issue. Then there is a huge issue. But yeah, let's see what you guys are saying about all of this. Savage is saying, yes, Rice is so overrated. He offers here and leadership. Let's keep an eye on Gallagher. That guy is hardworking. He's trying to fight for Chelsea. I wonder if he combines with Kante one day. Let's see. Caicedo was 5 million. I said, get him. They said Rice was better for 150 million. They called me plastic and no proper Chelsea. This is what happens. Damn, Miz, that's actually mad. Like, we need to keep our eyes open. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. These guys will infiltrate your mind. And you need to be aware of what's going on. Cy Phillips and his cohorts do not speak for all the fans. Our new owners deserve a standing ovation for what they have done, their efforts to rectify various issues and their plans for us. 100% agree they deserve a standing ovation. Even I had my doubts prior to this window, but I have to say the window that we had, every target that we've brought in, they're all top targets, top players, top potentials, top talent. How can I sit here and not appreciate that? They definitely deserve a standing ovation. To treat a January window like it's a summer window. It's, do you know what I mean? Like, it's brilliant. It's brilliant what we've done. I'm not going to sit here and be upset for the fact that we didn't get ourselves a midfielder. I would have loved a midfielder, but I'm not going to be upset about it. I think Graham Potter now has enough to get victories. Benjamin, English tax is so much. Rice actually price will be around 45 to 50 million. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. I honestly don't think Declan Rice is 20, 30, 40 million better than Caicedo. Maybe same levels to a certain degree. I think Caicedo's ball playing ability is probably better. Look at the way Brighton plays. Caicedo is an important cog. And look at the way West Ham plays. Do you know what I mean? They should probably be the same price. If we can get Bellingham now with this attack, that would be incredible. Now, that's the thing. What's going to happen with Jude Bellingham? Come summer? I mean, look at all the price that's getting touted around. Jude Bellingham is going to be some monstrous amount. Dortmund are not easy to work with either. We have to credit the new recruitment team. They did very well. It's not their fault. We are getting priced out of our first target. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. The Undertaker CFC, we won't get a midfielder in the summer. Why? Why won't we get a midfielder, man? We will have enough time to scout our people. Christopher Vivell, Paul Winstonley, Joe Shields. Do you know what I mean? That brother from Monaco that we got. All of these people that are involved, I'm sure they'll find someone. They'll be able to locate someone. Don't forget, there's still interest on Romeo Lavia. There's still interest on Kouadio Kone. Southampton could get relegated. So, you know, there's good midfielders out there. I'd rather have Enzo over Jude at the moment, 100%. Enzo is a game changer for me. He's an absolute game changer. We need to save this season, so we need midfielder and a right back, but right back is coming in the summer, so problems are not solved. Actually, we are crying for those two positions all along. Look, I get it, Surrender. I get what you're saying, but we've secured a right back. You have to understand, we didn't want to go for any other random right backs. We stuck to our plan, which was to get our priority number one. Priority number one was Malo Gusto. Yeah, there were other links, but nothing concrete. Once we became, targeted and locked in Malo Gusto, we went for it. But we didn't want to pay overs. We saw the potential, 19-year-old, doing well in France, can be a great understudy to Reece James, but Lyon didn't want to let him go unless we paid overs. The only way you get some form of a discount with Lyon is you have to abide by their basically request, which is you got to give Malo Gusto back to them for the remainder of the season because they don't have enough time to find another player. So I think our board has done great from that sense. And if you think about it, for the remainder of the season, touch wood, Reece James doesn't get injured. And if we do want to rotate Reece James around, Chalobah, number one, and then number two, Azpilicueta hopefully can make up the remaining minutes. So I think it was good planning. We could have easily just got away from Malo Gusto and just gone for someone else that we probably don't even want. But we stuck to our game. I think this is how you build a squad. This is how you build a champion team. And with all the other attackers that we got in, I think it's been really good. Midfielder is the only one, but midfielder, what can you do, man? We've been priced out. I don't want our club to go out there and just buy any other midfielder. I don't think we should do that. Vivel's job is to find a hidden gem. Hope he can find a midfielder worth half the price and just as good. That's his job. Yep. And I think they will do that. I'm pretty certain they will do that. Want to go for James Maddison, Newcastle, Tottenham. After him, we can get him easy. Maddison's not the profile that we're going for in midfield. I hear you, though. We do need a creator, but I think a lot of the creation will come from, hopefully, João Felix now. And apparently, Mount was there to be creative, right? I think we're looking for more of a defensive midfielder, someone who can really connect the defense to midfield. And if they're box to box, that's just a bonus. Maddison is a creative midfielder. It's an attack. And I don't think we're going for that type of a midfielder. And yeah, someone's saying he's injury prone as well. But that's by the by. Like, I like Maddison. I do. I really do like Maddison. I think he's a very good ball playing midfielder. Chelsea are speaking to many clubs and agents regarding midfield options. Chelsea could attack their favorite options in the next days. This is from Fabrizio Romano, according to PYS. And I hope so. Look, I don't know. Look, the Caicedo situation is still open. The Caicedo situation is not dead. It's still very open. Caicedo has made it very clear he wants to leave. And potentially there could still be something there. But I don't know whether Chelsea will pay overs. If anything, I think Arsenal might just pay overs there. Arsenal might just pay overs and get that guy. Because Arsenal, I think there's some rumors that maybe Thomas Partey could be injured for a little bit of time. And they don't want to take that risk where it's potentially hampering their title charge. Whereas us, I don't want us to be silly. There's no need to be silly. Everything that we've done so far, I think has been quite good. Miz, we're sleeping on people. We should go for Kefren Thuram, a DM, and a brother of Marcus Thuram. It would be much cheaper. Look, I'm not going to claim to be someone who knows all the midfielders in the world. If you think Kefren Thuram is that guy, then fair enough, man. Fair enough. Ruben Neves might be the backup plan. I don't mind Ruben Neves, to be honest. I don't even mind that Fulham brother, Paulinho. But I don't know. I don't know whether we can prize these players out of there. And if we do get one of these players, I still want us to try our level best to get Enzo Fernandez in the summer. I think Enzo Fernandez in the summer still, we need to give it a go. We have to give it a go. Unless Enzo Fernandez accepts that 2 million euros and signs that release clause for 100 million euros. I think that would be mad from Enzo if Enzo Fernandez ends up doing that. Yeah, this is another one to look out for. Zubimendi. I believe Real Madrid, I believe, are playing Real Sociedad later tonight. So I'll have my eye peeled out for Zubimendi. Obviously, Real Sociedad are in the Europa League as well, one to look out for. It's an interesting one. There's no doubt about that. Caicedo is not worth paying over the price. Top targets or nothing. I want us to avoid panic buys. Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. No panic buys needed. Look for gems and look for your first priority. Go for the first priority. And don't forget, Andre Santos. Andre Santos is just around the corner as well. Zubimendi won't leave. They're fighting for the title. Real Sociedad's fighting for the title. Really? Real Sociedad fighting for the title. I'm pretty certain Barcelona's leading it by quite a bit. Let me have a look. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah. Real Sociedad 38 points on third. Like, they're very far away, though. Do you know what I mean? They're 9 points behind Barcelona. I mean, yeah. I don't know whether they're going to actually make it, but Champions League positions, yeah. Miss Chalobah can play better in DM role, I think. He played once against Watford in previous season. Now, look, I hear you. Like, he might have done this in his loan when he was in France, but I think he's comfortable in the CB position. I don't think we necessarily need. Look, once the January window finishes, it's status quo. It's who we have. Do you know what I mean? Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante hopefully coming back from injury by the end of February. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, Andre Santos, if we want to give him an opportunity. Dennis Zakaria should be back in a couple of weeks. Graham Potter has enough. Graham Potter has enough to just see out the next 6 months, 5 months, whatever, the remaining months. With the attacking talent that we've got, there's enough. There's enough to now produce wins. This is why the pressure is on Graham Potter as well. The pressure is on Graham Potter as well. Will Enzo be cheaper next season? It really depends. It really depends. If Enzo and Benfica, they do some sort of madness and they agree to a release clause of 150 million, it ain't going to be cheaper. In fact, it's going to be more expensive. But the issue with us is not about cheaper or expensive. It's about Benfica not accepting payment structure. They want the money up front. Chelsea Football Club, let me just make one thing absolutely reassured for you guys. We've got the money. We've got money. It's just for financial fair play purposes, we can't pay all of that up front. Ultra Stream is saying, you said yesterday on your live chat that we don't have enough in midfield. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. My guest said that. And I said, I can understand what you're saying. Just like I can understand what Simon Phillips and many of the other people that say. But I personally think for the time being, it's okay. Because we gave it our best shot. Moving into the window, I wanted a midfielder. But the amount of business that we've done, I'm okay to wait till the summer to revamp the midfield. We're running out of time. I think we need to understand conversation, what we're saying. Can we talk to Potter and make Ziyech how next Fabregas cause is passing out insane? He can play as an AMF. Look, we could sit here and talk about Ziyech all day long. At the end of the day, he's one of those players that are tipped to leave the football club. He wants regular minutes. He's not going to get regular minutes. Simple as that. You know, I think Graham Potter in recent times has trusted Ziyech, but I think in the long run, Ziyech is just going to have to move on, unfortunately. No, we've effed it up. They agreed to a payment structure and then we lowballed them for 85 million. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. We agreed with them. Okay, so this is where we kind of tricked them and probably should not have played this trick. We apparently agreed with them to pay the entire 120 million release clause up front. And then when they arrived, we said, no, we're only going to pay you 85. That's when they got a bit annoyed. That's what the story is going around. Had they accepted a payment structure, I think Chelsea does it. The money is not the issue because we've been splashing money. The issue is that we don't want to pay all of that up front. No way he's cheaper next year. Enzo's value will just increase and Benfica will have this 105 million clause as a base for negotiations. Don't think Bellingham would be lower. Also bidding wars. Yeah, Jude Bellingham will be expensive as well. There's no doubt about that. Wa alaikum salam to my brother Assalam Mezu. We just want Kante to be fit again and no need to panic buy for a star DM. We try and address it hopefully in the summer, unless there is a final twist in Caicedo. Enzo is Chelsea's ideal midfield fit, and if we don't get the transaction done this month, we should go for him in the summer. 100% agreed. I'll be more than happy if we keep working on Enzo deal, same as Nkunku, get him set for the summer before other clubs start going for. Now, this would be good. If we were able to somehow get a deal done like the Nkunku style, and he can join us. I would have even liked it if we were able to come to an agreement with Benfica that, look, let us buy him now and we loan him back to you. He can stay with you for the remainder of the season, but let us buy him now. Agree on a payment structure, agree on a fee bit less than 100 and whatever the release clause is. We give you the money, you keep the guy for 6 months, we come back from next season. I wish we were able to do that, much like the Malo Gusto, way we did the deal. Loan him back to Benfica. Loan him back. Sure, bro, my man. I think the owners agreed to pay the release clause, and after that, they saw the opportunity to overhaul the attack and stop going forward with the upfront payment. Maybe. Look, there's a lot of theories that's going around. But yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring this up. We're going to just quickly touch on the Malo Gusto announcement, and then we'll wrap things up. Look at this, looking very, very nice. Good things coming. This is Malo Gusto, ladies and gentlemen. It's official in Chelsea Twitter page and everywhere, which is great to see. Chelsea's newest signing, Malo Gusto, fantastic. I think. And look at this. Malo Gusto joins Chelsea on a deal until June 2030 and will spend the rest of the season on loan at Lyon. Love these long-term deals, man. Love this. The little loophole that we found, the new owners have found. Absolutely appreciate it a lot. The amortization over a prolonged period of time just helps us out from an accounting standpoint. And yeah, we didn't deter away. We didn't deter away from our number one target, which was Malo Gusto, which is great to see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button before we go. Well over 530 people live right now. Before you go, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. And look at that first comment. I'm just going to quickly have a look at that. And that's Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, look, we're obviously quite mad for Enzo Fernandez, but we'll see. I'll put out another video later on UK time tonight, bringing you all the latest in Chelsea news, Chelsea transfer news. Hopefully, there's something. Hopefully, we get a midfielder. But even if we don't, I think I'm quite satisfied with the damage that we did in this transfer window. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.